Welcome to Out and About with Trev, and today I'm up at Victorian Parliament House. It's the 26th of January 2019.
Womanjika, Marambik Big Bunarong, Namdeb, Rapton, Ata Willem. From outside of the country, we're from the Bungburong. Can you all hear me?
Thank you, Mariki, and great to see a magnificent turnout supporting the Aboriginal cause in this country, because we need your support, mainstream Australia.
And genocide is what's been happening since Australia was formed, when the British flag was put into this land. There has been a concentrated effort to erase the first peoples of this country. I've been born into a political family, and I'm so honoured to be part of the oldest living culture in the world. It's a shame the rest of this country doesn't feel like that. Wow, it's been overwhelming to be here today. I'll try not to, because I can see these pictures. I see these pictures of our countrymen who've been murdered, and one recently, a sister girl just murdered. You don't see anything on the news. So I'm going to get you all to speak in my language. We're going to sing together. Don't feel shame. It's one word, and it's a beautiful, easy tune, and I'd like to acknowledge Lou Bennett for helping us create this beautiful tune. And I want you to practice this word. Say ngolo, nganyen. So if you say the word onion, have the NG at the start, and then you've nailed the word. Nganyen. So now say ngolo nganyen. Now we're going to sing together. Ngolo nganyen. Ngolo nganyen. Ngolo nganyen, ngolo nganyen, ngolo nganyen. Ngolo nganyen, ngolo nganyen, ngolo nganyen. One more time. Arms up. Ngolo nganyen, ngolo nganyen. Ngolo nganyen, ngolo nganyen. Ngolo nganyen, ngolo nganyen, ngolo nganyen. Now you just said in my language everyone's voice, and I think we just heard it. All right, everyone, we're going to get going. We're going to get moving. Won't let us through with this truck.
Divest and cause the Australian government more grief, because we're grieving. Because every fucking year, every year I stand here to grieve again and again, and my grief doesn't stop. And I continue to cry, and people continue to die, and I'm fucking sick of it. I'm sick of crying. I'm sick of crying. I'm sick of crying. I'm sick of waking up in the morning. I don't know where to go anymore to mourn. I don't know where to go to find healing. How are we going to send to healing in this movement? Today is making me feel strong. Today this is part of my healing. But tomorrow, they can change the date if they want to, but on every single day in this country, another black fella dies. So what's the point of changing the date when there's more murders tomorrow?
I want to invite Uncle Ray Thomas to the stage. Gunai man, my uncle, my blood, my family, to talk about my cousin Ray today.
Thank you, Mariki. Acknowledge all the local mob here today, this country we're on, and everybody here today. And just bear with me, please. Just bear with me, because this is so overpowering, overwhelming, and I'd never ever dreamt that I'd be standing here telling my son's story, our son's story. Big Ray, who's known in this community, and an absolute gentle giant. He was 6'8", very protective of family and community, and especially women. And we lost Ray in 2017, 25th of June, on a Sunday night. He decided to drive up to the local Safeway store and buy some chocolate and some cake mix. He liked his cakes. And on his way back, he was intercepted by the policy enforcers, aka the police. They're the policy enforcers of the corporation, what they call the government. They got his number plate and they did the U-turn, and Ray panicked and he took off. They breached their own policy in regards to pursuits, because about two or 3 years before that, in I think 2014, 2015, they changed the policy of, if they get the number plate, they don't need to pursue, because they can track it down and we'll catch you next week. Now, apparently what I've read, and some of the research stuff what I've read, members of the policy enforcers, they were unsure of what to do and what their role was to do in regards to pursuing people. So they chased Ray. He panicked, as all our kids do, when confronted by these policy enforcers, these intimidators, these murderers. And he didn't want to head down towards home, because it was just up around the corner from us. He didn't want to bring that to our home, and he continued down the road. And what we understand, or what we've been told, bits and pieces, is that the chase was over within 20-30 seconds, where Ray lost control of the vehicle he was driving and he passed away.
So they're making their way down Swanston Street now, heading down towards Flinders Street, Fed Square, and it's been an absolute massive turnout. It's good to see. We've also got a lot of police, law enforcement here keeping an eye on things, which is really great. We've also got a lot of people standing around watching.
One step at a time, microphones in the land. Aboriginal land, always was, always will be. 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 Aboriginal land, always was, always
All right. The crowds, they've commandeered the intersection of Flinders Street and Swanston Street for probably over an hour now, and they're just about to, they're going to make their way up to Treasury Gardens. So I've sort of got to hop to it, but there's been an awesome turnout, and I think this really shows that this is a really important issue for Australia, so we'll just see how it goes for the rest of the day.
Last ones, I want to hear everyone's voice. Always was, always will be.
Aboriginal land.
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 Always was. Aboriginal land. Always was, always will be.
Aboriginal land.
Always was, always will be.
Aboriginal land.
Always was, always will be.
Aboriginal land.
Always was, always will be.
Aboriginal land.
Give yourselves a round of applause, everyone! Everybody enjoy the festivities at the Treasury.
As an interpretation of their culture, with the essence of traditional dance and ceremony. All of our dances as Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people have a story about creation, about family, and about country. The Diri Dance Group have many children who encourage to take on leadership as a role through the use of their language, knowledge, as an exchange in dance creation. Can you please welcome the Diri dancers? Thank you.
Oh, there is a sea of people out there. This is a massive day for us. It's a massive day to share our beliefs with the wider community. And as we were in the march, I saw a lot of multicultural people from all around the world chanting with us. So, yeah, I think that deserves a round of applause in itself. So for those that saw us earlier, we didn't dance during the march this year, so we're going to dance here now. But we did a chant, and it was a really powerful chant. And was anyone doing that chant earlier? Yeah? And do you remember it? You sing it back to me. I'm teasing. But what we're here for today is to show pride in Aboriginal Australia and the local mobs from all over, and being united in what we believe in. And over the years, being to all these marches over the years, there's so many more people and so much more support every year. It gets bigger every year. And I'm just really glad to be part of everything right now because it's a very exciting time culturally. There's a real cultural resurgence and a real cultural support just exploding all over. And I could talk about that all day, but you're all here for that reason. This is my little cousin, my little niece, gotta get it right. Jira, she's going to just introduce herself.
Hello, my name is Jira and I'm 7 years old.
And what grade are you in next year? Well, this year.
Grade 1.
Grade 1. Go Jira. Now Jira's been dancing with us since she's been a little girl. She's still little, but she's growing very strong. And she's one of 3 little 7 and 8-year-olds that sing in Woiwurrung. There's no fluent speakers of this language around. So we're trying to reclaim it, revive it, wake it up by teaching singing.
I've got Lydia Thorpe here. How do you think today's march was? It was good turnout.
Yeah, it was powerful, you know, and I hope the rest of the nation receives the message that was sent today.
Yep.
And joins with us. You know, this is about peace. This is about truth telling. We're peaceful people.
Yep.
We don't want trouble. No. You know, we've survived 50 years, 237 or something.
231, I think I worked it out on the way in.
I've lost count, actually.
Yep. Well.
But, you know, we just can't afford to lose any more of our people.
No.
And today was an example of what we can achieve when we walk together.
That just shows we've got all the families here now,
That's
having lunch and chilling out. Got some great dancing going over there, though.
But you know, we need the mainstream media to pick this up because they're the ones that portray us as the violent troublemakers.
Well,
and we're not. We are peaceful people, and the only way this country is going to truly have an identity is to treaty with the First People, and to treaty with the First People means we have to end the war that was declared upon us. And we have to stop the injustices that continue to happen against our people, like removing our kids, like locking our people up, like killing our people in the prison system.
That is insane. And then the levels of incarceration and also, you know, Indigenous people are disproportionately represented in terms of homelessness, and also a lot of the general opportunities that a lot of other people get in society, which is wrong.
Our governments have a responsibility to tell the truth. You can't keep denying the true history of this country, and they need to ensure that there is peace in this country, and the only way we're ever going to get that is to come together and unite. We cannot celebrate this day. This is a day of mourning, and we'll continue to protest until we have 1 million people walking with us.
Well, today's turnout was absolutely cracking. I was really impressed with the amount of turnout, and I got stuck in the middle of it at one point. It was like, geez, how many 50, 60 lines of people to try and get out. So look, that's excellent. It's an awesome turnout. I think that, the Melbourne public are certainly starting to get behind it. I think every year's getting bigger, which is great. Look, thanks very much for having a chat.
No worries. And can I just say finally that we don't support the Uluru Statement. We don't believe in constitutional recognition. We need a treaty first. We can have all these symbolic gestures such as change the date and constitutional recognition, but what we really need is a treaty with First People, and that means that all clans and nations need to be at the table to be able to participate and self-determine whether they want to have a treaty or not.
No worries. Excellent. Thanks very much.
No worries.
Cheers. Thank you.